Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. There have been agitations and counter agitations all around the nation. Persons are asking for restructuring, others are asking for answers now. A whole lot of persons are asking for Oduduwa Republic. There are also other group of persons demanding for Biafra, Biafra as a nation, Biafra exit. Everybody seems to be agitating for one thing or the other. And ahead of Biafra exit, a prominent son of the soil, a politician, has advised the Igbos to do this ahead of time so that they will not count their losses when the time comes. But before we go into the news proper and further analysis, we do like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, I'm talking about that's PDP, I'm talking about former senator representing Imo State East, Imo East, Senator Nnameka Anyanwu, Sam Daddy, has called on the Igbos to invest at home to avoid losing all they have labored in future. Senator Anyanwu stated this at the heels of public outcry over the unabated security lapses in the country that have led to the gruesome killings of innocent Nigerians. Further called on the Igbos to expedite their actions towards building factories and industries in Igbo land to make the zone economically viable. According to him, Ladikpo Market, Alaba International Market, Trade Fair Complex, Eko and Balogu markets were developed by the Igbos, saying that if they could put together the same spirit in Igbo land, the zone would be the envy of others. He said, Ladikpo, Alaba, Trade Fair, Eko and Balogu markets were developed by the Igbos. Every good hotel and multi-million naira houses in Abuja, Lagos, Ogun, Lokoja and other parts of Nigeria are owned by the Igbos. Our people have the desire for developing anywhere they find themselves, but they do that. But what do they gain in return? Humiliation, maltreatment, marginalization. The story of abandoned property should be the best teacher to every Igbo man. We should think home and invest at home. Senator Anyanwu therefore regretted that after the Igbos had toiled under the rain to develop other states with their resources, what they get in return were ridicule, maltreatment, and humiliation by same people who enjoyed their benevolence. The former Senate Committee Chairman on Ethics, Privileges, and Public Petitions maintained that due to the marginalization and deprivation of infrastructural development in the zone has led him to sponsor the Southeast Development Commission Bill during the 8th Senate to create employment opportunities for the teeming youth and called on President Muhammad Buhari to protect the interests of the Igbos across the country. He recalled that prior to the outbreak of civil war in Nigeria, Southeast geopolitical zone was the hub of nation's economy, expressing optimism that the lost glory could be regained if the Igbos would come together to invest in their fatherland. He reminded them of the case of abandoned property that ushered in today's sufferings and immediately after the Civil War, urged them to do everything possible to avoid a repeat of that saga. The only way to improve and make Igbo land economically viable is by investing here. The issue of building skyscrapers in the northern and western geopolitical zones should be avoided for now until Southeast zone is developed. We should use our brain to avert losing our sweat in the future. Nigeria is pregnant and no one knows what she will deliver, he opined. Senator Anyanwu therefore appealed to Southeast governors to provide conducive environment that would pave way for investment, adding that until the Igbos begin to relocate to their fatherland, they would continue to be sidelined in the Nigerian's economic and political discourse. Wow, that's quite interesting. Let's just quickly take what Nigerians are saying concerning this. I'll just take two comments and then we will look at this very critically, what he meant. Honestly, this is an eye-opener for those who understand what this senator is saying. This one here is saying, my man, you are there. This one here is saying, in fact, you are a true son of your father. To whoever that has ear should hear. A word they say is enough for the wise. Thank you. Now, I will take a quick one. We'll go back to history very quickly. Ojukwu said something very sinister. When he came down to Lagos State, he went to Alaba International Market and some of the prominent markets in the southwest, particularly Lagos State. He said something. When he came to Alaba and saw the beauty of Alaba, he felt bad. And the people beside him were like, we thought you would be happy that even after the Civil War, we're doing better, as in we've migrated, we've evolved. Why are you sad? They said, and here comes, as in, even after this whole saga, as in, said, instead of you people to go back home and build, you're building here. Your home is empty and you're building here. Now, the general phenomenon or the general agreement or the general view out there is the Ndibos are sidelined. Okay, you're very correct. The Ndibos, they don't have basic amenities, infrastructure to make business viable. But even when they have limited amenities in Lagos State and some other part of southwestern state, the Igbo still went there and developed it, right? What we are seeing in effect is in fact the name tag given to an average Igbo businessman out there, they call them developers. That should ring a bell. That's because you develop every other place but your place. Why don't you take, like, I just noticed fairly recently, ever since the Onitsha quote and unquote port that was launched, a lot of importers have started migrating to Onitsha. They started migrating to Anambra ahead of 2021 because there's this general belief that by 2021 the first tranche of a trial will begin. Okay, it's still on here and there. They're still trying to do one or two patches here and there. But by first quarter of 2021, the first trial will begin to see how far it will be viable. Now, even the Igbo importers have started positioning themselves. They've gone down to Anambra State to wait for it. Now, nobody will develop you more than you will develop yourself. Okay, you've been known as developers all over. That's the average name they give to an average Igbo man out there who's a businessman. Take your development back home. An average Igbo man has nice houses at home, just nice houses, but his investment is outside his home. That's because if you ask, they'll tell you we don't have seaport, or a seaport, even when we have seaport, they don't allow it to, move on. They'll tell you, okay. But then there's one of the governors I really must appreciate. That's Governor David Umahi. He has been awesomely doing well when it comes to infrastructural development. He has been, honestly, I give him a 100% a thumbs up. He has been up there. He has been, in fact, he has turned Ebonyi State, he has carried Ebonyi up, such that he's even telling Igbo people, come home. If you don't want to, if you feel Anambra is not working well, come to Ebonyi, come and develop Ebonyi. We have what it takes. We are making roads available, we are making international, we're trying to create airports so that you don't begin to think, I can't go by road. The airport is now there. He's making roads available. He's making an internationally viable supermarkets where you can, shop and be comfortable. Ebonyi is the next stop in Africa, in Nigeria right now. So he's telling all Igbo guys, come down to come, if your state is not performing, my own state, Ebonyi State, is performing. Come home and invest in Ebonyi State. At least that's still an Igbo land, rather than moving it out of Southeast. Now, what we are saying in effect is, what even the senator is saying in effect is, come home. Come home. Your investment, don't over expand it over there. Because he said something very unique. He said Nigeria is pregnant as at now, and you don't really know what it will give birth to. Now, if it's restructuring, it will give birth to. That means you are not at an advantage. You don't know what the region will be saying about indigenous market, and you don't even know what that region will be talking about foreign investors in that region. They can decide to play down on foreign investment. You will be at a loss because, one, you are a foreigner in that place, as in technically speaking, if it is restructured. Now, there will be policies that means the state or the region will be more powerful than the central, which means that region can decide to make policies that are not favorable to foreigners. Your business will suffer. So whatever policy they will make in the southeastern zone, as the case may be, or wherever the structuring will take place, it will still favor you because it's going to be your hometown. And what beats it when home is sweet? That's why it's called home sweet home. And if it's going to be a case of resolution and dissolving of or exiting the country totally, then already Biafra already have what it takes to make it happen. As in, we have all the basic amenities. It's just a case of probably raising the flag and do one or two amenities here and there, and it will be up and running as a nation. So whichever way, it's a question of going back home and investing. That's where we're going to wrap it up. What's it take? Is it a miss or a hit? Is it a nay or a yes? Do you agree with this senator on of his home call of his brothers and sisters to come home and invest, or do you just think this is bigotry, coming into play? Everywhere is okay for investment. You don't need to come home. After all, we are one Nigeria. Let's interact in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more.